Hi students, welcome to our video classes. In the previous class, we have learnt about matter and the properties of matter. Today, we are going to learn about the properties of three states of matter, that are solids, liquids and gases. Already we have learnt about the properties of solids. What are solids? The substances which have fixed shape and fixed volume and distinct boundaries, that are called solids. Why these solids have fixed shape, fixed volume and distinct boundaries? And about compression, compressibility, rigidity, fluidity, about these properties already we have learned in the previous class. And just take a rubber band. If you stretch the rubber band, is the shape of the rubber band changes? Yes, its shape changes. Then is it a solid or liquid? Why? Solid means it has fixed shape. That means we think it is not a solid. If we think so like that, it is incorrect. Even its shape changes, it is solid. Why? Its shape changes due to elasticity. Whenever we remove the force, again it regains its original shape. That's why it is a solid. In the same manner, observe sugar or salt. If that sugar or salt is poured in a container, filled in a container, that sugar or salt take the shape of the container, takes the shape of the container. That means if it is transferred into another shaped container, again that shape also, the shape of that sugar or salt also changes. Then that sugar or salt is a solid or liquid? That is also a solid but not liquid. Why it is solid? If you take a small crystal of sugar or salt, it has a fixed shape. And if you place that sugar in our palm or on a plate, its shape remains, that crystal's shape remains same. That's why it is solid but not liquid. Even the shape of that container changes, even its shape changes. Next, one more example. Take a sponge. If you press the sponge, its shape changes. That means it is compressible and it has no fixed shape. Then is it a solid or liquid? Even its shape changes or it is compressible, it is a solid but not liquid. Why? In that sponge, what are there? Air sacs are there. Okay, that means spaces of air. When we press that sponge, the air which is present in that spaces called as air spaces, that lets out. That's why it is compressed, but it is a solid. Okay, these are the properties of solids. Next, another state of matter, that is liquid. Then what are the properties of that liquids? To understand the properties of these liquids, okay, we are familiar with liquids. That means water, milk, petrol, cold drinks, juices, all these are in which state? Liquid state. To understand these properties of these liquids, let us observe an activity. For this activity, take 3 or 4 containers of different shapes that are available in our lab. What are that? Cylindrical shaped vessel, round bottomed flask and conical shaped vessel, conical flask. These two are taken. Okay, that means these two are these three have calibrated reading. That means what is the volume of that, simply that are marked 100 ml, 50 ml, 100 ml, 150 ml, like that. That type of 3 containers are with different shapes are taken. And take a liquid, say water or milk, of about 100 milliliters, that is measuring with a measuring jar, that 100 milliliters liquid is taken. First pour this liquid in the first container, cylindrical shaped vessel. That milkshake takes which shape? Cylindrical shape. And observe its volume, mark the volume, it is at 100 milliliters. Transfer this liquid into another container, that is round bottomed flask. Is the shape remain same? No, that milk or that water takes the shape of the container, that means round, spherical shape, round bottomed flask shape. And again volume is 100 milliliters. If we repeat this activity with other container, conical flask, its shape changes. That means from this what we understand, these liquids have no fixed shape but fixed volume is there. And if we observe this liquid, is the liquid completely fills in the container? No. What is the volume of that liquid? Up to that mark only it fills. and it has a free surface. Okay, these the from this actually we can easily express the properties of liquids. Okay, that means it has this liquid, say water or milk, has no fixed shape and no but fixed volume, and this liquid takes the shape of the container. These type of substances are called as liquids. Then what are liquids? The substances which have no fixed shape but have fixed volume and it takes the shape of the container, that are called as liquids. And about compressibility property, then why these liquids have no fixed shape but has fixed volume? If you observe the arrangement of the particles of liquid, these particles are not closely packed like solids, are not very loosely packed like gases. Okay, just these are loosely packed. That means the space between these liquid particles is higher than solids and lower than gases. And what about the cohesion, attraction between these attraction force between the particles? It is lower than solids and higher than gases. Okay, due to lower attraction force, they move from one place to another place, but this movement is confined to the fixed region. Okay, but that the particles are not fixed like solids and not move freely like gases. There is a movement of these particles, but this movement is confined to the fixed region. Okay, that's why it has fixed shape. But it has, that's why it has no fixed shape but fixed volume. Well, it is just with an example we can easily understand this. For example, consider the students in a classroom in the presence of a teacher. In the presence of the teacher, what about the students that are closer to each other and they remain in the fixed position like that of solids? Okay, that's why that solids have fixed shape and fixed volume. Next, if we observe the particles of liquids, these are just like the students who are moving from one classroom to another classroom. Whenever they are moving from one classroom to another classroom, okay, they are freely moved, but that movement is confined to the fixed regions, that corridor or the two classrooms, just like the particles in a liquids. Okay, that's why it has no fixed shape but fixed volume. Then what about compressibility? The space between these liquid particles is also low. That's why like solids, liquids also cannot be compressed much, but they can be compressed to a little extent. Okay, then these liquids, when we transfer the liquids from one beaker to another beaker, they flow easily. That's why these liquids are also called as fluids. Then diffusion. What about the rate of diffusion of these liquids? This rate of diffusion of these liquids, we know liquids diffused into solids, liquids diffused into liquids, and liquids diffused into gases also. But this rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than solids and lower than gases. Why? Already we know this rate of diffusion depends on the speed of the particles and attraction between the particles. The speed of the particles of liquid or attraction between these particles is higher than, speed is higher than solids and lower than gases. That's why diffusion is intermediate between the solids and gases. Okay, next about gases, properties of gaseous substances. Then which substances are called as gaseous substances? Have you ever observed a balloon cellar? With the balloon cellar, what is there? A cylinder is there which is filled with gas, that is hydrogen or helium, which is filled with gas, and he fills the gas in different shaped balloons. Some are round shaped, that means spherical shaped, and some are long shaped, and some are other spherical shaped or curved shaped, like the different shaped balloons. When the gas in the container is filled in the balloons, what do you observe? The gas takes the shape of the balloon. That means this gas has a fixed shape? No, it has no fixed shape. Okay, and not fixed volume also. Some balloons are smaller in size and some balloons are larger in size. Whenever the shape changes, automatically here what is also volume is changed. Okay, why? When a gaseous substance is filled in a container, again observe, to fill a gas, which type of container we need? An enclosed container. Why? It has no free surface like liquids. That's why an enclosed container is needed to fill the gas. All the balloons are enclosed or not? Yes, that are tightly, this mouth is tightly packed. Okay, and with one cylinder, how many balloons he can fill? Hundreds of balloons. Okay, hundreds of balloons means we think that is a smaller volume of cylinder, but that same gas is filled in hundreds of balloons means that are different volumes, so many balloons. From this analogy we can easily understand the gases have no fixed shape and no fixed volume. Like that, the substances which have no fixed shape and no fixed volume, simply that are called as gases. Okay, why these gases have no fixed shape and no fixed volume? The space between the gaseous particles is very high. Okay, that means these are very loosely packed. Whenever they are very loosely packed, okay, then the space is high. If the space is high, cohesion means attraction between the two gaseous particles is very low. That means negligible. Due to that negligible attraction force, they move freely from one place to another place, and occupies the space how much that is available. That's why these gases have no fixed shape and no fixed volume. Just observe, if the students are playing in a ground, that our students are in the playground, okay, are they remain in the fixed position? No, they move from one place to another place, and they move how much the space that is available, the entire space occupies, like that, similar to the particles in a gas. Okay, next, if you observe the compressibility, what about this compressibility? The gases are highly compressible. It is that are compressed to a larger extent. Why? The space is very low. Whenever we compress it, okay, that come closer. That's why the extent of this compressibility for this gases is very high. For example, for cooking purpose, what is used for domestic cooking? What is used? LPG gas is used. Okay, this LPG gas means that is a mixture of gases that is enclosed in a cylinder. How much gas it is? 14.3 kilograms. 14.3 kilograms means that a larger volume of gas or smaller volume of gas. That is very larger volume of gas. That larger volume of gas can be trapped in a smaller volume of the cylinder. Why? That its compressibility of that gases is very high. And in CNG filling stations also we observed a gas. What is that? Compressible natural gas. Okay, that means a larger volume of that gas is compressed in different shaped cylinders, different sized and shaped cylinders. From this also we can say clearly, gases have neither a fixed shape nor a fixed volume, and they can be compressed to a larger extent. Okay, that means they can be compressed easily to a smaller volume. Then what about their densities? We can easily express the density based on the arrangement of the particles also. In gases, the particles are very loosely packed. That's why volume is high, mass is low. Means density is very low. And they move from one place to another place very easily. They flow from one place to another place. That's why these gases are also called as fluids. Already we know what is meant by fluid. The substance which flow from one place to another place is called as a fluid. These liquids and gases flow from one place to another place due to lower attraction force between the particles. That's why these liquids and gases together called as fluids. Okay, next about diffusion. The rate of diffusion of gases is also higher than solids and liquids. Why? The attraction force is very low due to lower, that means negligible in the gases. Due to negligible attraction force between the gaseous particles, the speed of the gaseous particles is very high. Okay, that's why the diffusion is very high. Okay, for example, whenever we enter into a chemical lab, we observe, we feel the smell of different chemicals. How it is happen? Okay, while we are performing activities with different chemicals, we have to open the lid. Whenever we open the cap or lid, okay, that is exposed to air and converts into gaseous substance. Okay, these gaseous particles intermix with the air particles and moves fastly and enter into our nostrils. That's why we feel the smell. That is due to diffusion. Okay, These are the important properties of solids, liquids and gases. Okay, I hope that all you understand about this. I hope that all you understand about these properties. Okay, just collect the different samples and categorize them as solids, liquids and gases. Try to express the properties. Okay students, thank you.